Hi team, today we're going to have a look at doing some division activities that are a little bit trickier than what we've done in class already. So far when we've talked about division, we've talked about that division is when we have a big group of a number or of something, in our case today stars, and you're dividing it into different groups. So today we're starting with one group of 12 stars and we're dividing it into three groups. Divided by 3, 1, 2, 3. We've come up with a lot of ways to do that. We've done a bit like we did when we were little with equal sharing. We were starting to split our 12 objects, our 12 stars into three groups. So we can quickly go and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we know when we use equal sharing, 12 stars into three groups, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in each group. 12 divided by 3 is 4. We've also talked about that division is the reverse of multiplication. So if we know that 3 times 4, or 3 groups of 4, is equal to 12, because we know our 12 times tables, then the reverse of that is 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Which is really good strategy to use. You need to know your times tables and then be able to put that into reverse. But what happens when the number is a bit more tricky or beyond our timetables? For example, 155 divided by 5. I don't know about you, but I don't know my 5 times tables up to 155. Pause the video for a minute, have a talk to your maths buddy about different ways that you could solve this problem. So I hope you've had a good opportunity to practice some strategies for our equation here, 155 divided by 5. A little bit tricky to do equal sharing, drawing 155 stars, just a waste of time. The strategy I'm going to talk to you about today is called short division, where we use our knowledge of times tables to help us solve a problem with larger numbers. A different way of writing 155 divided by 5 is like this. Some of you may have seen this before, and you may have even shared the strategy with your friends during our time that you've had to try to work it out. Okay, to work through this strategy, what we're doing is we're going to try to divide 5 into each of the numbers in their houses as we go across. The 1 being in the hundreds house, the first 5 in the tens, and the last 5 in the ones house. So first of all, we say to ourselves, how many 5s in 100, or actually how many 5s in 1? Now 1, you can't divide 5 into 1, you end up with 0.2. So we can put a 0 above the 1 or just leave it blank. We then say to ourselves, okay, if it's not on 1, how about the next digit, 15? Or how many 5s into 15? But it really is how many 5s in 115. How many 5s into 15? 3. So that goes above the 5 in the tens house. So really, it's not how many 5s in 15 is 3, how many 5s in 150. If that's in 3's in the tens house, it would be 30. What have we got left? The 1. One's house. So how many 5s in the 5 in the one's house? You're correct, 1. So we can put that above there. So our answer, how many 5s in 155? 31. Have a look at the video again, try to revoice that and write it out for your maths buddy. When you've done that, have a think about this one. 78 divided by 3. How could we use our new short division strategy to work out 78 divided by 3? Have a go at it, see if you can do it. So here's our next equation, 78 divided by 3. Just like when we used short division last time, we can rewrite that as 3 and 78, or 78 divided by 3. Same process. Here we go. Looking at the 7 in the tens column. How many times does 3 fit into 7? 3, 6. So it goes in twice. Because 3 times 2 is 6. So, wait a minute, you'll think, that's a 7, it's not a 6. You're right. And there's 1 left over. So we put the leftover 1 in front of the 8 for it to become 18. Now, how many 3's in 18? 3 times what equals 18. Of course, because you're all very good at your times tables, you know that 3 times 6 is equal to 18. So our answer for 78 divided by 3 is equal to 26. So open up your maths division workbook and have a go at the maths equations using the short division strategy on slide 2. Good luck, work diligently, have a go at it. Don't forget, if there's an issue, ask your maths buddy or come and see one of the teachers. Don't forget, you can also use the divider program that we found out about in a previous lesson.